Cellular phones at one time were a luxury. They were big, heavy, expensive, and all you could do was make a phone call. As technology evolved, so did the cell phone. It became smaller, lighter, and introduced texting, color screens, cameras, and the internet. Services became more wide-ranged with better coverage and more features. Cellular phones became the norm with everyone carrying cell phones. Landlines are starting to go the way of Lindsay Lohan's career. According to a poll done by the Pew Research Center in 2010, 1 in 4 households now have no landline telephone, and that 49% of adults ranging in age of 25 to 29 are cellular phone only. Most manufacturers have stopped making landline phones and started mass-producing cellular phones. With the face of the cellular industry changing so much over the last few years and the way carriers operate and what the phones can and cannot do, it is easy to get confused on what is good and what is bad. What phone fits your lifestyle and will give you what you need for the money that you're spending. Cellular phones are basically broken up into two categories, the smartphone and the simple feature phone. With that being said, my goal today is to help give you an informative look at the two most popular cellular phone operating systems on the market today. According to the Senior Vice President of Research and Insights for Telecom Practice, Roger Etner, smartphones will overtake simple feature phones in the U.S. by 2011. This report was in March of 2010. With this now being 2011, this point is proven by any trip to your local cell phone provider. How many are simple feature phones, and how many are smartphones? How many require the minimum $30 a month price for the internet feature? Over 75% of the phones require this. It is not only revenue for the cellular phone manufacturers, but it also for the cell phone service providers. No matter which carrier you choose, there is a fee for the use of smartphones. Whether it's added on as a feature or automatically added into a plan, you're paying for it. This is the price of convenience. One of the first things you need to look at when figuring out what phone is right for you is finances. If all you do is play games and get on social network sites like Facebook and Twitter, is it really necessary to spend $720 over the course of 24 months? Probably not, but that is a question you need to ask yourself. Smartphones require this fee and there is no way around it. Trying to carry a smartphone but not have the internet is like going to a fancy restaurant and ordering bread and water. You don't want to pay for it, but you want to look cool doing it. BlackBerry was at one time the #1 phone in the market, but no longer. Bankruptcy News Analysis website on July 25th of 2011 had this to say: BlackBerry maker RIM, struggling to deal with sagging demand for its smartphones, will lay off 2,000 workers, and also announced the departure of the company's longtime COO. This left in place Apple operating system and the Android operating system. Now, for a few years, iPhone has been the Rolls-Royce of cellular phones. Apple took the concept of smartphone capability and combined it with their operating system that they use in their iPods and Mac computers and came out with a phone that defied all logic of what phones could do at that time. The iPhone is a very user-friendly phone. It is one phone made by one company using one operating system. Their app market boasts over 350,000 apps in its app store. All the apps are tested by Apple before they are ever put into the market for purchase, and if they don't work, Apple will talk to the programmer to get fixed or takes the app off the market. The phone itself blocks you from getting into a lot of settings, so it is not as customizable as a lot of other smartphones. However, with Apple being restrictive on what you can and cannot do on their devices, this also helps with not having as many problems. One of the pluses and minuses of the iPhone is their tech support. The iPhone comes with 90 days free tech support, but after that it's $29.99 per call to call in and have your phone troubleshot. You can purchase an extended warranty for $69.99 that will extend it out for 2 full years. iPhone is a great product and Apple knows it. The Android operating system was Google's answer to the iPhone. They developed an operating system that will work on several types of phones without any limitations that Apple put into their operating system. The phone and the app market are open platforms. The consumer can go into the settings and mess around with things that they shouldn't, which causes problems on their phones. This also means that anybody with any knowledge of how to do programming can make an app and put it on the app market without any restrictions. There are about 250,000 apps in the Android marketplace. One of the perks of their market is that with it being an open platform, there are a lot more free apps than on the Apple market. However, this also causes more problems since these apps are not regulated. You can download an app that can cause your entire phone to malfunction just like getting a virus on your home computer. With the Android operating system being an open platform, it is offered on several different makes and models of phones. Motorola, Samsung, LG, and HTC are just a few of the manufacturers who make Android-based phones. Tech support is a hard one for the Android system because of the fact that it is made from several manufacturers. It is a great phone for fun and games, but not much of a reliable one. Hopefully now you have a basic understanding of the differences in what the phones do so it can help you make the right decision. Before purchasing a smartphone, evaluate the situation. Do you need a smartphone? Is it worth the monthly charge for what you're going to do? Too often people who cannot afford to have any need for one buy one because a friend or family member convinces them they need one. Don't be pressured. There are so many decisions that need to be made when purchasing a cell phone. From the company, to the plan, to the device, and from the person you are purchasing it from. Don't rush into it. Make an informed decision. The right phone for your needs is something that you will either benefit from or it will hinder you for the next 2 years of your life. I hope I've given you a lot to think about, and I hope that no matter which carrier you choose or decide on what phone, that you make the best informed decision that you can, and I hope that I've given you a starting point to making that right decision. Thank you.